your soil. How many of us think about it? We're always feeding our plants a little liquid here, a little granular there, a little tomato fertilizer here, something on the flowers over there. The pot isn't blooming quite the way it should. So we feed and we feed and we feed, but we never really think about feeding our soil and improving our soil. Maybe we do on the front end, but I don't think a lot of us think about replenishing the nutrients in our soil and replenishing particularly the organic matter in our soil on a yearly or bi-yearly or whatever regular basis. And I want to talk just a little bit about some products that are very easy to find, they're very easy to use, and they feed your soil. They also feed your plants, because every time you improve your soil and you improve the conditions that your plants are growing in, the better results you're going to have. The mushroom compost actually is a horse manure product. They take composted sawdust and horse manure, the bedding from horse stalls, they compost it down, and that's what the mushroom farmers actually grow mushrooms in that you buy in the grocery store. Once that has been depleted to the point that it is no longer usable, it's then bagged, sold to the garden centers, and is available to you to use as organic matter for your garden. And if you look here at this example, you can see that even though it might not have a whole lot of nutrient value left to it, it is great, black, beautiful organic matter. Soil conditioner actually is a pine bark product. It's a pine bark product that has been ground down very finely. They shear the bark off of the tree trunks first. They take that bark, grind it up, and turn it into mulch products. The most finely ground product, which is 1/4 inch basically or less, we use as soil conditioner. And again, here in Tennessee, especially where we tend to have heavy clay soils, that is a product that breaks down very slowly. It helps open up the soil. It gets air and water and all of those good things circulating down into the ground, so that not only are the roots of your plants healthy, but the soil itself is healthy. And all of those beneficial mycorrhizae and the beneficial bacteria have all of the air and the water that they need in order to not only survive, but thrive and make your garden a better place. If you really have heavy clay soil, one other thing that I want to talk to you about is this product called Permatil. You will also see it sold sometimes as Vol Block, depending on where you're shopping, because it is not only good for aerating your soil, it's also good for keeping moles and voles sort of at bay in your garden. You can see that this looks like crushed rock, and it actually is. It's a pumice product that has been baked at a very high temperature until it kind of pops like popcorn. And it's very sharp, not to the point that it will cut you, but for little claws of digging animals, this is something that is very much a deterrent. It also is very porous. It holds air, it holds water, and it will help break down and open up tight clay soils, and it's a great natural product to use in your garden in combination with organic matter. If you have heavy clay soil, the most important thing that you can do to it is add organic matter. No matter how much sand or Permatil or whatever else you might add, if you don't have the organic matter to physically break down the structure of your clay, you won't get much improvement. That said, let's move on to some other things that are very readily available. Hen manure, excellent, excellent source of nutrients. You want to make sure that you get well composted hen manure. If you're buying it in bags, it always is. If you're buying it directly from a farm, make sure that it's been sitting out. So be a little careful with hen manure. As long as you're buying a bagged product, you're safe. But if you are getting it directly from the farm, you want to be just a little bit cautious and know that it has been well composted. Some of the other things that are available, worm castings, probably the richest source of nutrients and organic matter that you can find. A little bit pricier. Takes a lot of worms to make a 40-pound bag of worm castings. And so you're talking about a little bit more investment. But pound for pound, you're getting much, much more bang for your buck with the worm castings. It's a great organic product, probably the best, right up there with hen manure. And of course, there's the old traditional cow manure. I would recommend with cow manure, and I would recommend with all of these products, I would say to you, you get what you pay for. So if you're paying 99 cents a bag for your cow manure, when you open it, you will notice that it is mostly sand. And I'll give you this little tip, cows don't eat sand. So what you want is a really good, pure product. If you're buying inexpensive cow manure or even chicken manure or whatever, and you open the bag and you see that it looks like it's mostly sand, it is, and you're really not getting the organic matter that you need. I would recommend that you pay a little more, go to a good garden center, go to a reputable supplier, and get a really good product that's going to give you the benefit that you're paying for. One other thing that I'll mention very quickly is just topsoil products. Topsoil kind of is the same as many of the manure products. You get what you pay for. And again, if you're buying less expensive topsoil and you happen to open the bag, I bought some recently, opened the bag, and it basically looked like mulch. There was no topsoil in it. It was just wood, shaved wood and sand, and there was nothing soil about it. So I would just caution you again that you get what you pay for. You want, when you open your bag of topsoil, for it to look like good, dark, rich, humusy soil. That's what you're paying for. That's what you're wanting to add to your garden. That's what you're wanting to add to your soil, so that your soil comes alive, that it becomes that living, breathing organism that all of your plants need to survive and to thrive.